This law feels cold, almost evil, because the idea is simple. The more people depend on you, the more power you have over them. And once you start noticing this in real life, you realize almost every system runs on dependency. Parents, children, bosses, employees, governments, citizens, companies, and customers. Dependency is power. But here is the uncomfortable part. The people with the most freedom in life are usually the people who depend least on others. And that is a contradiction, is what makes this law dangerous. When children are born, they depend on their parents on everything: food, protection, money, guidance, permission. And because of that dependency, the parents have total power. They decide where the child goes, what the child eats, what the child can do, what the child wears and goes. And that feels normal, because children need that support. But something interesting happens. As people grow older, the more independent they become, the more freedom they gain. The first salary, the first car, leaving home, making decisions without permission. But every step towards independence reduces someone else's power over you. And that's the hidden truth behind this law. Dependency creates control. The less people need you, the less power you have over them. Law 11 says, learn to keep people dependent on you. And honestly, this law works extremely well. If people cannot replace you, you become valuable. If they need your skills, your connections, your approval, your resources, you gain leverage. And companies understand this better than anyone. Some employees become so essential that the organization becomes afraid to lose them. But this is where things become interesting, because one of the greatest business leaders ever believed the complete opposite. Jack Welch, the legendary CEO of GE. He hated dependency inside the organization. He believed dependency was a weakness. To him, if a company depended too much on one person, the system was broken. So when executives left GE, Jack Welch replaced them immediately, fast, publicly, without hesitation. And the message was very clear: nobody is irreplaceable in this company. And honestly, that philosophy helped GE, because strong systems are not supposed to collapse when one person leaves. But here is the irony nobody talks about. Jack Welch made GE dependent on one person: himself. The man who preached against dependency became the center of the entire machine. And when he left, GE struggled for almost 2 decades. And that's fascinating to me, because it reveals something deeper about power. Even people who understand the dependency can accidentally create it. The stronger a leader becomes, the easier it is for everyone around them to stop thinking independently. And this doesn't just happen in business. It happens in relationships, families, friendships, government, even social media. The more one person becomes emotionally, financially, or psychologically necessary, the more power they gain. But here is the danger. Dependency can slowly destroy competence. Because when people know someone else will always solve the problem, they stop developing themselves. That actually reminds me of something called AI, I heard. And this is where I disagree with Robert Greene. Slightly. Yes, dependency creates power. But creating too much creates weakness in the system. If your company cannot survive without you, that's not strength, it's fragility. If your relationship only works because one person controls everything, that's not love. That's imbalance. If your child never learns independence, they never become free. So this is how I see the law now. Become valuable enough that people respect your absence, but never build systems that collapse without you. Teach people, train people, build strong people around you, because real power is not controlling dependence forever. It's creating strength without your control. And this law is incredibly effective, but dangerous when power becomes goal instead of growth. And the real question is, would I want the people to need me forever, or become strong enough that no longer need me? This law taught me something uncomfortable. When people control your survival, usually they control your freedom too. To maintain your independence, you must always be needed and wanted. The more you are relied on, the more freedom you have. Make people depend on you for their happiness and prosperity, and you have nothing to fear. Never teach them enough so that they can do without you. And the next law might be even darker. Arrivederci.